So, moving on to the whole stuff, you know what I mean. We are now also passing another new station, which has also recently been added to the Brighton main line, which is going to be Streatham Common. Streatham Common, maybe, is actually, well, of course, nearest to Norbury. And Norbury is a terminus and sometimes a passing loop, but there is no passing loop at Norbury. And if there was a passing loop, imagine what would have happened with that station. Look at my train passing, by the way. Right, let's coast for a little while before we get to East Croydon. So, after putting my throttle off and coasting, we are now passing my favourite station, Streatham Common. A little bit of the glitches if you're not ever heard of that. At platform 1, I think there is a bug at the back end of the platform, which is coaches 8 and coaches 8 to 3. They're not working properly because you had to climb up. Right, enough of the bug glitches. Look at that great rise of, look at that. It's just great. We are now also passing Norbury, which is also our next station. Let's add a little bit of speed before I show you. This is Norbury as well, also on the Brighton main line on the BML. So, yeah, it should have been a nicer station, but it should have been decorative and also colourful too. Right. We also should be passing Hornton Heath, and that station was one of my videos which I did also create on the London Transport 325 video. If you want to watch that, click the link on the top right hand corner. It'll be there right now. That station I've already previously went to is also one of my videos which I made on my London Transport 325 YouTube video. So that was the one platform which I entered. That was platform 1 when I entered from London Bridge, but when I went to platform 2, we went back to London Bridge all over again. So remember to click the link on the top right hand corner if you want to watch it again. So, moving on to the next station, which is a video I haven't done ever before. Maybe because I haven't done a video ever before, which is this station right here after the last station that we went to behind my train. So this one is, if you can have a look at the letters, if you can, that one. Yeah, that station hasn't been even filmed over the last years or two. So, moving on to our next station in about 3/4 of a mile away, about, I don't know how many miles from London Victoria, or London Cannon Street. So, our next station is going to be East Croydon, which is our next station, and then after that it's going to be Purley Oaks, and then Red Hill, and then Oldswood, and then Hawley, and then Gatwick Airport, and then back up to London Victoria. But I will end at Gatwick Airport specifically to end the video at Gatwick Airport. I can only go as far as that, and then switch driver cabs, and then go up to another bit. So remember to click the button, remember to subscribe, all that stuff. We need to get to a maximum of 500 subs. So remember to subscribe, like, comment it to your friends, and also remind me to hype and leaderboard this video and other videos on my YouTube as well. So remember to do that. So, now arrived at East Croydon. Next station is Purley Oaks. By the way, only about 1 to 3 passengers have went on. Maybe even 8 or 9, but a lot of people are coming on. You can see that girl there with the baggage, she's also going on to Gatwick. Let me do something to recreate the immersion of a dispatcher. Just get my whistle out and then do it. Alright. Departing platform 3, the A28 towards Gatwick Airport. Stand clear of the doors, please. Well, that didn't be long. Alright, now to our next station, Purley Oaks. Purley Oaks is our next station that we are, yes, going to. I don't know why I'm in an emergency, not brake, but a emergency power when I go up to like 3 on the white outline, or maybe 4 or 5. So, let me follow this. Alright, let me continue instead of opening the doors and in confusion. Why did it just ask us Red Hill? Yeah, I didn't even put the destination. It was supposed to be Gatwick Airport, not Red Hill. Let me say that all over again. Yeah, it clearly asks Red Hill instead of Gatwick Airport, which is worse. Even worse than a cup of tea. So, next station, Purley Oaks. We are going to one of the platforms which the trains always pass through, but they shouldn't be stopping there, because these both platforms that you can have a look on the live map are actually passing platforms. None of the trains stop, which is confusing, to be honest. But platforms 3 and 4, they also cater for trains going to Caterham, Tattenham Corner, Reigate, London Bridge and London Victoria. Thank God I know my train expert skills. By the way, these two platforms 1 to 2, are passing platforms, which we are going to be stopping. I should have stopped in platforms 3 and 4. If I stopped in one of those, yes, it would have been better, but no, it wouldn't be better to stop even in the B platform outside Purley Oaks anyway. But enough of that talk anyway, because we are also going to be passing the main station, Purley, as well. And we are going to be going straight down to Purley, not calling at Colston and all other stations. Alright, we are now stopping here. Don't know why I've gone over the speed limit, but it doesn't matter. I think they're very fast. I think they're very fast, you know. I think we do need to continue a little bit down the tracks because the other ones, this coach and the BR143, which is the other carriage train, is still stuck, and I can't have it being stuck in there. So I'm going to move it a little bit forward because I'm going to move the train a little bit of a few meters so it can constitute for the other passengers who are getting off at Purley Oaks. So wait a sec. Okay, I think that's a good time to stop the train here. Yeah, I think that's a good point. Always stop when your door passes the last minute. Right, a bunch of people, according to these people, are getting on my train at the first door, but they're going off at every single available door. So I think that's good, and it does constipate for every single person who are on platform 2, which is constipating on this number here. That is the lettering for Purley Oaks, and then PIS in Purley Oaks, which is the arrival time, the destination, and the expected on-time date. Well, on the expected on-time hour. Right, I think we should be going then. I think we are always moving slowly. Slow as a snail, then we get through. So Purley Oaks and Red Hill, that's what it asks. And then it asks us, and then it continues. Well, I think this is working properly. BR143 is coming. So in total we have got 8 miles according to our stop at location point up in the top left hand corner. We've only got in total 8 miles left to go until we get to Red Hill. So we're going to pass Purley, Coulsdon, Merstham, and then we approach Red Hill. We are going to be going at platform 3, which is the SE trains that go up to London, Victoria. Sometimes they go back up to Cannon Street, and sometimes they go up down to Dover Priory, Ashford